we are going to chapter 31. Right? Allow me to read this chapter in Mandarin. 第31章，夫家兵者，不祥之气，物或恶之，故有道者不处。君子居侧贵左，用兵则贵右。兵者，不祥之气，非君子之气，不得已而用之。恬淡为上，胜而不美，而美之者，是乐杀人。夫乐杀人者，则不可得志以天下矣。吉是上左，凶是上右。偏将军居左，上将军居右。言以上礼处之。杀人之众，以悲哀弃之；战胜以上礼处之。Alright, so this passage is all about war and how, as a gentleman, one would rule the country. Right? So it talks about the army. Right? The army is viewed as in a certain way, evil equipment or tools, right? So, if you are a gentleman, you usually don't want to use your army, and you view it as a bad omen to use them. So, and you look at it as a gentleman, you should take the path of the left, right, and not take the path of the right, because right is where one use the army, right? Right is symbolized by the usage of the army, right? So when you want to fight, of course, then you privilege the army or you privilege the right. But again, he warned that, the army is not a good tool to use, and the usage of it is actually bad, it's actually evil. So it's not the tools of the gentleman. So he said, unless it's necessary, unless you have no other choice, otherwise do not use the army or do not use it to fight. Alright? So the best as a gentleman or a gentleman ruler is to look at simplicity and calm and peace as the most important thing that the ruler should look for. So he says that even you win the war, it's not a good thing, right? Because nobody see beauty in killing people, right? So if you are someone who want to rule the world by killing people, then very few people would be able to obey what you are trying to do, because you have killed a lot of people. So you are not going to win the hearts of the people, right? So he says the good things is always by the left, the evil things is always by the right. So your second-rate general will be lined up on your left. Of course, your most able general lines up on the right. And as a ruler, you have to look at war or the usage of the army as you are doing the ritual to settle the debt, to see war as death, right? So you have to treat it as serious as you are going to a funeral. So if you kill a lot of people, you shouldn't be happy, because in war you kill a lot of people, right? So you should feel sad about it, and perhaps to a certain extent grieve over it. So even you have won the war, you have to look at it as a grieving moment, a bad moment, grieving moment, so that you have to have a good funeral ritual for it. So this is to warn against rulers who are constantly wanting to go to war, because war is not a good thing. So it's a last thing, in the last avenue that one should be doing, instead of, once you have some problem, only you start using your army, you start using your forces, you start using action and forces to resolve problems. That's not the way to go. So this is a advice to the ruler, or advice to someone who has a grip on the war machine, right? So this is what it says. Right, so this is chapter 31.